At the end of this video, I will go back and describe exactly how I customize those tools, the pliers, the holder, with the little leather strap to get it out easy. I will show how I fixed the belt and the tools for the job that they did. Pawpaw Sammy and Alley Bug here. I've had people call me and ask me questions about my old tool belts. I showed it in the man cave video the other day. They wanted to know what it was used for because it's unusual looking. And I told them, okay, I'll do a handyman video on it. So I'm fixing to set up and do that right now. Okay, I took it down. Now the reason it's on a bucket is to hold its shape, the belt. Because if I laid it down somewhere, the belt would change over a period of years. It's well off. I put it up well off, but I wanted to keep it. That rack was heavy. Alright, now, we'll start with a fast and easy one. In the back is a tape, a 25-foot tape. I hadn't touched this belt in 15 years. Oh, goodness. Alright, here's your tape. In case you're in a hurry, you need to make a long measure. Okay. Now you work around to the side. And what you have here, actually, is yellow crayon. It marks yellow, it's easy to see on rusty iron. Okay? Now in a hurry, I don't pull the tape. If I'm making a layout measurement, I use this. The old Stanley rule. You can't beat these rascals. But I wouldn't take a pretty for this one. Now what I did over the years, if you notice my suspenders, I used to have trouble keeping my pants up, everybody in the world see the crack, ruin the whole world. And the guy told me, get suspenders and hold your belt up. So I got 11 suspenders to go with this belt. Right before I retired, somebody needed them worse than I did and they disappeared. But anyway, long story short, it did hold the belt up. Because this belt's heavy, really heavy. So what I did, the belt stayed up, but what was happening, my pants wasn't staying up. So, bingo, Carl. Anyway, this belt right here, this part right here, the interior big web part, came off a climbing wall and used like to climb trees and telephone poles, or used to anyway. I took that and added this heavy leather belt to it. I don't even know if it fit me anymore. But by doing that, oh, that feels so comfortable. By doing that, you've got your reel and your tools. Now, the pliers is a specialty. Number 9, climb, slim line. Notice the bend in the hook. Notice the hose pipe. When your time rides, that hose pipe and that bend makes them pliers easy to handle. Okay? Now, there's numerous ways to tie rods, use this belt. They have the little hand things you can crank and turn. A good iron worker can make 20 ties with this, so they made one tie with that twister. Anyway, that belt still feels comfortable. It's been a long time. A long time. Now, okay, to get back on the belt. So the pliers, you heat them up with a torch, and you put a light bend in it. Then you come here, and you put the hose pipe, and you got control. You can ride them pliers on your hands, and you got control of them. Some people drill a hole here and a hole in here, and put a little spring That way it opens automatic. All you got to do is just hold on, it opens. You just shut it, it opens. You shut it, I didn't like that. It's too slow. It's too clumsy. Now, when you get around to this side, the reel. Now the reel is loaded with a spool of wire, which weighs about 3.5, 4 pounds. Now, you can feed the wire all slow and easy, see? Or you can roll it back. Take as much as you need. But to keep that reel, that metal reel, oh, come out of there, baby. To keep that heavy reel from beating on my hip all day long, I had this made special, the pad. The belt goes through the loops on the reel, hooks back in, and that leather pad is riding my hip. Believe me, that'll save you. You let that thing ride on you 8, 10 hours a day, every day. And you'll be blessed in that little piece of leather. The thing is, it's customized for me. Like I said, I had the leather suspenders, and instead of that weight riding down on my hips and my back, the suspenders was riding it on my shoulders. Now, a good iron worker can make 20, 30, 40 ties a minute with these pliers. And the reason you got fast was when you first went on the job site, you carried the rods. They call it punk. You punked the rods to the iron workers. And you punked those rods until you could tie as fast as them, or close anyway. You didn't get the tie. It took too long. You carried the rods to the guys that could get them tied quick. So after about 3 or 4 or 5 weeks, going in your backyard and get up against a cyclone fence and making your ties with your rods, you learn to tie on your own time. And it worked. It kept you busy. Like and subscribe. Now that I've got the video made, I'm gonna lay it out and show you this belt in detail, because that's what I was asked to show. Like I said, the pliers, you made the little bend and put the hose pipe on it, and if you notice, they're extremely limber. When we'd buy a new pair of pliers, we would soak them in diesel, and all the way to work, we'd be doing this. Because you didn't want to have to force them pliers open with that finger. You wanted them to ride. So you could ride them pliers, twist them, turn them, and you got control right there. And that rides the palm of your hand beautifully. And like I said, this is basically explanatory here. You made quick measurements. It was quicker to grab this than to reach behind your back and grab that. And this, same thing. You'd mark the rods. Yellow showed up good on that rust. Then you had the holder for this in the back, out of your way. It was in the back. Your handy tool stayed here, and of course your reel stayed here. Now the reel is aluminum. The body's aluminum. But with that wire, that sucker's heavy. It's heavy. Now, I had this made special. This right here slides through and buckles. And then what you wind up is this. Like that, basically. Which protects, and this, Lord, this protects your hips unreal. Now the leather belt, I actually bought it from a leather store in Arkansas. It's extremely heavy leather and pretty stout. Now, this right here, like I said, would come off a climbing belt. People used to use to climb trees with and telephone poles back in the day. And I took it down to the leather shop here again, and they riveted these pads on it where I could get my belt to it and hold it. But this belt is customized for me. I'll never use it again, but I'm not going to get rid of it. Too many miles, too many years, too many days.